Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I want to talk today about a story that broke, I think it was 2 days ago, and it's sickening. It's the story of this man right here. His name is Myron Faith Bowie. He's since been apprehended, but this guy is accused of setting his girlfriend on fire after a dispute, and he did this in front of her children. Her children. You hear what I'm saying? I don't know what make guys do this or people do crazy things like this that cause serious disfigurement, period. But I do know this. They always try to escape or run away when they could have did that in the beginning. Somebody make you mad, get away from them. You ain't got to prove nothing. You know, and I want to play this video clip real quick and come back and talk about this a little bit more. Let's check it out.
We begin tonight in Kenosha County, where a woman is in critical condition tonight after investigators say her boyfriend set her on fire, then drove away. That man is still on the run tonight. He is Myron Faith Bowie, and that's who police are looking for here on your screen. He's driving a black Cadillac SRX, like the one you see right here on your screen. The car police are searching for has an Illinois license plate with the plate numbers DQ46996. Police say Bowie does have a felony warrant for his arrest and should be considered armed and dangerous. Our Megan Lee takes us inside the neighborhood where this horrifying incident occurred.
86th Place in Salem is a neighborhood tucked away. Neighbors say it's typically filled with kids running around and playing in the yards. However, Sunday morning was different.
That drastic, that violence, that was, my whole reaction was like, wow, holy cow. I mean, that's just, and then you wonder about the kids.
Police believe Myron Faith Bowie set his girlfriend on fire just before 5 Sunday morning.
We're still not quite sure what happened. The caller said it kept saying there was a fire, gave this address, then she said that her boyfriend set her on fire, and then the line disconnected and there's no answer on callback.
According to investigators, Myron and the victim had an argument where Myron stated he would kill the victim, her children, and her entire family before setting her on fire and driving away. A shock to the neighbors.
It's scary though, because I pictured this to be a good class neighborhood. It still is, but you got a few bad apples out there.
Ricky Matthews just moved in with his family about 4 months ago.
I was asleep. Well, my wife was here. She at the store right now. But she actually heard something, so she came outside, and then it was the police and stuff.
Neighbors tell me that they've seen Myron throughout their neighborhood, whether he was driving by or going for a walk. They said he was pretty quiet and kept to himself. However,
you will never know. You can get to know a person, but if you're not really knowing them, you don't know.
Many people we spoke to are worried for their neighbor and their block. They want to get Myron off the streets and into police custody.
Help them. She needs justice. Their family needs justice.
Police need your help locating Myron and his black Cadillac SRX. If you have any information, call the Kenosha County Sheriff's Department or Crime Stoppers.
Guys, that was the news clip. And even though it was long, it was short on a lot of details. Now, this article was written after he was caught, so I want to share it with you real quick. And it reads as follows. The manhunt for Myron Faith Bowie, accused of trying to kill his girlfriend in Kenosha County by setting her on fire, is over. Chicago Police Department said Bowie's vehicle was found in the Chicago Heights area. According to police, he was taken into custody without issue. Bowie will remain in custody in Illinois pending an extrajudiciary hearing in Cook County, Illinois. Prosecutors charged Bowie with attempted first-degree intentional homicide. Chicago PD said the victim remains in critical condition but is expected to survive. According to the criminal complaint, the victim called 911 about 4:45 a.m. Sunday, says she was set on fire and in pain before the call was disconnected. When Kenosha County deputies arrived at the village of Salem Lakes resident, the victim told them, "He threw something on me and set me on fire." She said she was lying in the bed. Where's it at? I lost my spot. I'm sorry. Said she was lying in the bed when this happened. She had severe burns to her head, face, and upper arms. The complaint says the burns seem to be in several small patches on her upper chest and arms, consistent with a splashing pattern of a flammable liquid. The 33-year-old woman was taken by flight for life to Ascension Columbia Hospital, St. Mary's Regional Burn Center in Milwaukee. Okay, guys, listen. When guys do stuff like this, because remember, going over a little bit of the details, she was asleep when he did this. A lot of times when guys do that, they have something on you that's eating them alive, but they're not man enough to talk to you about it. Now, it might be because they're scared of your response, or they just don't care and they got this opinion in their head about you, and you must pay for what you've done to them instead of talking it out. Remember, I talk about conflict resolution a lot. Communication is key. This dude right here threw something on her that was flammable and liquid at the same time. Now, if he threw it on her in a splashing pattern, it must have been lit already. So I want to know what he had that would light up like that and where he could throw it without it burning up him. So he came in there with it on fire. That's some type of hate, man. For it to do that, that's some type of hate. He did it and then ran, which I have no idea why people do that type of stuff. Everybody know it was you. And then you run away like you're not going to get caught. Being on the run never works out. I don't know why people think they're going to be the ones that break the whole thing and had a great escape and get away with it. When you do a crime like this, people are on the lookout. Did you hear the guy? The fat dude they interviewed? Hey, man, the family need justice, man. Say something. Crimes like this, when people can really put themselves into the, I don't want to say body, but in the place of the victim and how they would feel about it, you always get caught. Somebody told right on his ass. Told right on him. He in Chicago, where he known to hang out. Wasn't caught him without any type of resistance. Now he's sitting up in jail. He did this in front of this woman's children for them to bear witness this. Now he didn't do it where the kids was watching, but she had to put these flames out. And I mean, it said it messed her up bad because when your face is on fire and you scream, that smoke inhalation, all that carbon you ingest, it messes your insides up worse than it does your outsides. Ask anybody in the burn unit. When you see somebody real burned up on the outside, the inside is worse than that. See, because I'm tell you something, burning ain't only skin deep. It's a lot of internal, like carbon and all that type of stuff that you breathing in. It damages your cells. Sometimes they can't repair. A lot of times your body will not heal a certain way because there's so much smoke damage to the inside of you. That's why, like I did the story about the guy who was jealous about his father and his soon-to-be fiance. He set the fiance on fire. She had to jump out the window. She called the cops just like this situation. They said she was expected to make a recovery. She was fighting for her life. She wound up passing away because of the internals. Same situation with this lady, and God, I hope she makes it. It's messed up where people, a long time ago, people say, yeah, you going to hell and this and that. Now, we try to send people there first class before their time. Just whoosh, burn somebody up. That's horrific. The pain of that. I'm glad she could call 911 and to have them children come in there and see their mother looking like that. No excuse for that. I mean, I don't care what you're going through. Still, as a man, take a leadership role and get out of there. Now, regardless of what caused you to do that, a lot of times walking away is better than administering some type of justice when somebody makes a willful error or something that is a strike against you. Just leave. All this could have been avoided. Evidently, it must have been her spot and he was living with her. That's another thing I wanted to pick up because he just left the house like, boom. The kids wasn't his. What did I tell y'all? Dude ain't got kids by you that shares DNA. Ain't got no feelings of what he do to you or what he do in front of him. And this is a case of it. I don't know what sparked him to do that, but I mean, this is all around fucked up. And this is something, I mean, you're starting to see a whole bunch of cases of like women just being done in the dirtiest ways. Now, I don't know if all of it's not warranted, but I mean, nobody deserves to go through this. There's two sides to every coin, but damn, I would have never thought in my mind, no matter what a woman I was living with or whatever, I'm going to burn her up. I'm going to throw something hot in her face. I don't even think like that. Seriously, I don't. Then on top of that, everybody knows you ran out, manhunts on. It's not worth it. I think ahead of more than one step. I don't stay in emotion and let it control me. I go to the next thing. That's why I avoid going back to jail. I was one and done with that shit. It seemed like some people still want to run and assert themselves. A lot of times when men feel disrespected, ladies, I want you to hear this. They think their violence that they exact on you is a sign of them showing you what respect is. When in reality, ain't nothing but hate. I don't know what their relationship was before he turned and did this. But I mean, just something to be mindful of. Male and female. You never know how people react when they react or when they just mad. I don't know, they might have had a history of violence or whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter. As long as this lady makes a recovery. Because I'm going to tell you something. Vanity and beauty is very, very important in today's society. And it's important to women. And this woman got her face messed up from what we're hearing. Besides her trying to get back and survive this thing, she still has another battle in trying to just look normal like everybody else. Think about that. This man not only messed her up, but he messed up how her children see her, how society sees her. It wasn't even worth it, man. No matter what she did, I don't think it came down to you doing that type of stuff. That's just my opinion. I'm glad they caught this dude, and he gonna get what he gonna get. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. As always, love with me. Take care.